Okay, so today we're going to briefly go over what the project is going to look like with you. So we're going to touch on kind of the division of responsibilities, specifically what tasks we're going to be doing, and go over the timeline that we're going to be accomplishing those in. So the first thing I want to draw your attention to is, as you can see, well, okay, let's look at this bigger picture. So down here, we've got a bunch of dates, and this is basically just alluding to when we're anticipating certain tasks will both start and end, with shorter tasks being things that we anticipate aren't going to be as, time intensive, or, they're not going to be as long to complete in days, versus tasks like this one, which are clearly longer than these over here, and those will be a little bit more intensive and take longer. Another thing that I want to direct your attention to is this right here. This is basically just indicating the task number within the project. So yeah. The third thing that I want to direct your attention to is the breakdown of colors. So there are three main colors that you can see on this chart. There are tasks that are in blue, there are tasks that are in pink, and then there are tasks that are in yellow. And what those indicate, and we can look over here at this legend, but it indicates who's responsible for that specific task. So tasks that are in pink are going to be things that I am responsible for, both me and my team. Things in blue are going to be things that we will need your input on, or you will be responsible for. And then this mustard yellow color is going to be things that we both need to be involved in and both need to be held accountable for. So that's just a quick overview of what everything is on this chart. So if we start over here, so starting off, we're going to need, as we discussed, previous data from you. Yeah, that's going to be something that you'll be responsible for. We anticipate it'll probably take you around 3 days, and that will kick off around June 26th. At the same time, we are going to be identifying sources and identifying best practices based on those sources. So all in all, that should take a total of 8 days. We will also be, once you get us whatever data you have, we will be compiling that data to inform the subsequent phases. Next, what we'll be doing, and this is going to be something that we do together, as you can see, it is that mustard yellow color, is identifying the staff that are going to be interviewed and will participate in site observations. That we anticipate will take approximately 2 days. That'll start towards the beginning of July. Next, we will be conducting interviews and site observations, we being myself and the rest of my team. We anticipate that that's going to take approximately 3 days. Next will be the creation of the survey that contains all of the information that we covered within this previous step. From there, we will be administering the survey to the incumbents, which should take, although it's not going to take long to actually get it going, we do want to give our incumbents a week to be able to actually complete the survey. From there, we will summarize the findings. That should take approximately a week. Next, and this is probably the step that takes the most time and is something that both of us are going to be involved in, and that's going to be developing the test items. So we want to make sure that the items that are being developed are actually going to be indicative of job performance. So, while my team and I will write items based off of the information that comes out of previous phases, we also want to keep you in the loop to make sure that you're able to provide input on the items that are being written, and so you can kind of tell us, oh, I think that maybe we need more items here, or this is something that they don't necessarily need to know, which is why that takes approximately 2 weeks to do. Next, we have creating the initial version of the test. So that's going to entail putting together instructions, putting together a proctor guide, and dealing with any other things that we need to address prior to actually administering the test, which comes here. And this is going to be something that you do. So you will be responsible for actually administering the test, and we're thinking that date is going to be August 15th. And then from there, we will analyze the responses from that test, and we're thinking that will take approximately 10 days to do, and we can start doing that the day after you proctor the exam. So yeah, that is a very brief overview of what we will be doing for this project.